Rick Derringer, the legendary guitarist, vocalist, songwriter, and producer, whose career spanned over 6 remarkable decades, passed away on May 26, 2025, in Ormond Beach, Florida. He was 77. His death was confirmed by his longtime caretaker, who stated that Derringer died peacefully with his wife, Genda, by his side. Although no official cause of death has been announced, it was known that Derringer had been in declining health in recent months, including dealing with complications from heart-related issues earlier in the year. Derringer's story is one that encapsulates the evolution of American rock music through the late 20th century. He first emerged in the public spotlight in the 1960s as a teenage sensation and continued to reinvent himself across different musical eras, working with blues legends, experimenting in jazz and Christian rock, and even crafting iconic wrestling anthems that became part of pop culture lore. His ability to seamlessly navigate various genres while maintaining his identity as a dynamic guitarist and producer made him a respected figure in the music industry. Early life and breakthrough-born Richard Dean Derringer on August 5, 1947, in Salina, Ohio. Derringer grew up immersed in music. He received his first electric guitar at the age of 9 and began playing local shows not long after, often performing alongside his uncle, a country musician. His early exposure to different styles of music laid the foundation for his diverse career. By his teenage years, he was playing in bands with his brother Randy, forming what would become the group known as the McCoys. In 1965, at just 17 years old, Derringer and the McCoys achieved meteoric success with their hit single, On Sloopy, a reworked version of a lesser-known R&B song. The track rocketed to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, knocking Barry Maguire's Eve of Destruction out of the top spot. The infectious tune became a defining anthem of the 1960s and earned Derringer instant fame. Its energetic sound and youthful vibe resonated with a generation eager for change, and the song remains a beloved staple in rock music history. In Derringer's home state of Ohio, it became so iconic that it was eventually declared the official state rock song. The McCoys capitalized on the success of their chart-topping single with several follow-up releases and found themselves opening for major acts, including the Rolling Stones, during their first major North American tour. However, the band struggled to replicate the massive success of their debut hit. As the decade drew to a close, Derringer's musical journey took a new turn when he began collaborating with blues guitar great Johnny Winter. Rock and blues collaborations by the late 1960s and early 1970s, Derringer had transitioned from teen idol to serious musician. He joined Johnny Winter's band, Johnny Winter, and contributing both as a guitarist and songwriter. It was during this time that he first recorded Rock and Roll Hoochie Koo, a track that would later become synonymous with his solo career. Though Johnny Winter's version showcased the song's raw power, it wasn't until Derringer recorded it for his own 1973 solo debut, All American Boy, that it gained widespread popularity. Rock and Roll Hoochie Koo became a signature hit for Derringer and solidified his reputation as a masterful guitarist and compelling frontman. The song's driving rhythm and electrifying solos made it a mainstay on rock radio, and its legacy endured for decades, later appearing in films such as Dazed and Confused and the TV series Stranger Things, introducing Derringer's music to new generations. Around the same period, Derringer also joined forces with Edgar Winter, Johnny's brother, as part of the Edgar Winter Group. As both a guitarist and producer, Derringer played a key role in the creation of the group's 1972 instrumental smash Frankenstein. The track, known for its experimental sound and heavy use of synthesizers, became a surprise hit, reaching the top of the Billboard charts. Derringer's production expertise was instrumental in bringing the song to life, piecing together various segments of tape into a cohesive masterpiece. The resulting work earned acclaim and further proved Derringer's skills not just as a musician, but as a visionary producer. Solo career and artistic evolution. Derringer's solo career flourished throughout the 1970s and 1980s. His albums showcased not only his exceptional guitar playing, but also his songwriting range. From blistering rock anthems to soulful ballads, Derringer explored various aspects of the human experience through his music. His eponymous band, Derringer, was active through the mid to late 70s and featured future stars such as Neil Giraldo, who would go on to achieve great success as Pat Benatar's guitarist, songwriter, and eventual husband. In addition to his work as a solo artist and bandleader, Derringer became a highly sought-after session musician. He lent his guitar talents to a wide range of artists including Steely Dan, Barbra Streisand, Todd Rundgren, and Alice Cooper. This versatility made him a favorite among producers and fellow musicians, and his influence was felt in a multitude of recordings that spanned genres and generations. One of Derringer's more unexpected but lasting contributions to pop culture came through his involvement in professional wrestling. In the 1980s, he partnered with the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, to create entrance music for their growing roster of superstars. Most notably, Derringer wrote and performed Real American, the theme song for wrestling icon Hulk Hogan. The song became synonymous with Hogan's larger-than-life persona and went on to transcend wrestling altogether, being used in political rallies and public events by figures across the political spectrum, including US presidents. Later years and continued creativity, Derringer's creative pursuits continued well into his later years. In the 1990s and early 2000s, he ventured into Christian rock, smooth jazz, and other musical avenues, proving that his artistic spirit remained vibrant. He released several albums that reflected his evolving worldview and spiritual beliefs. These works, though less commercially prominent than his earlier hits, showcased a reflective and introspective side of the artist. He also toured with Ringo Starr's All-Star Band, a supergroup composed of legendary musicians performing their biggest hits. Derringer's inclusion in the lineup was a testament to his enduring reputation in the music industry. Fans who saw him perform live during these later years often praised his energy and command of the stage, qualities that had remained undiminished, despite the passage of time. His work with Weird Al Yankovic on Yankovic's debut album further highlighted Derringer's wide-ranging musical sensibilities. As the album's producer, he played a key role in shaping the parody artist's early sound and success, helping launch a career that would span decades. Personal life and legacy. Rick Derringer's personal life, like his career, was colorful and filled with notable moments. During the 1970s, he and his first wife, Liz Derringer, were fixtures in the New York City rock scene. As part of Andy Warhol's extended circle, they frequently appeared in magazines and music press of the era, reflecting the glamorous and sometimes chaotic lifestyle of rock's golden age. In his later years, Derringer found stability and peace with his second wife, Genda. Together, they embraced a more spiritually focused lifestyle, and Genda often performed alongside him in his Christian music projects. Derringer was also a devoted father, and he spoke frequently about the importance of family in interviews during the last phase of his life. As news of his death spread, tributes poured in from fans, musicians, and industry veterans. Many praised his ability to innovate while staying true to the roots of rock and roll. Others remembered his generosity as a collaborator and mentor. Despite not always receiving mainstream accolades on the level of some of his peers, Derringer's contributions were vast, lasting, and deeply respected by those who understood the craft of music making. An enduring musical legacy. Rick Derringer leaves behind a legacy defined by reinvention, talent, and cultural impact. From his teenage years as the frontman of the McCoys, to his genre-defining work with the Winter Brothers, to his solo success and contributions to film, television, and wrestling, Derringer shaped the soundscape of American music in more ways than one. His signature tracks continue to echo through stadiums, radio airwaves, and film soundtracks. His guitar riffs inspired generations of musicians, and his production work added polish and power to some of rock's most memorable recordings. Few artists have managed to leave such a diverse and enduring imprint on the music world. Rick Derringer may have left this world, but his music and the energy, spirit, and defiance it captured will live on forever.